Good morning, happy Tuesday. I hope you slept well. I hope you're ready for the day. This world where we are still, many of us in lockdown, where many of us are at home when previously we would have been at work, when many of our children and young people are at home with us, when previously they would have been at school. We're in a situation in the UK where some children and young people are now back at school, some teachers are back working in buildings. So it's quite a mixed picture, and we're in this situation because of the coronavirus, because of a global pandemic. And I have been here every day through this, every school day, every weekday through this, and I'm going to carry on for the rest of this week and next week, and then I'm not going to carry on because I will then have the school holidays. And I think it's I'm giving a bit of warning of that. Not many people watching anymore, and I think that's a sign of the fact that perhaps people have got into some sense of new reality. The days maybe have changed from the beginning, where we had lots of time to reflect. So, and I said yesterday that I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed recently, which is maybe a very normal thing. That you go through something for a while, and then it becomes maybe the new reality, and perhaps that's when you start to maybe feel a bit more exhausted or a bit more challenged by a situation. And I said yesterday that some of the difficulty with this is we don't know exactly how much longer this is going to go on for. But today I just wanted to offer a thought. It's Tuesday, which is our Tuesday. What will you choose to do today? And a friend shared a poem on Facebook a couple of days ago, and a friend of mine who's a churchgoer. I'm not a churchgoer, I've said that before, but I just thought this was absolutely lovely. My friend Helen Openshaw shared this, which I think had been read in church, and it's by a lady called Laura Kelly Fanucci, who I googled, and she's a mum and she's a churchgoer. But I just thought this was a really lovely poem, because it talks about how we might come out of this. And it really resonated with me because it's about this idea of what positives we might take from this situation and what we might want our own lives to look like. And yesterday I was in a seminar with somebody called John Hattie, who's an education expert, and he was talking about the same for education. He was saying, how do we build back better? And that's a phrase that's taken from when people have worked after disasters, natural disasters, earthquakes. How do you build back better? How do you start, and I hate the expression ground zero because it reminds me of 9/11, but how do you start from that place where everything's gone and you build back, but you build back better? You leave behind some of the things that weren't working. And in terms of schools, John Hattie was saying that we need to really look at how some children have flourished in this situation, how some children have learnt more by having the focus of working on their own, of not having the distractions of class, of not having to listen to an adult talking so much. Some children, not all children, because many children gain a lot from being in groups, from having a teacher who they love and trust. But for some children, we could build back better by seeing why they've done better in lockdown. So this is just a poem. When this is over, may we never again take for granted a handshake with a stranger. Full shelves at the store, conversations with neighbours, a crowded theatre, Friday night out, the taste of communion, a routine checkup, the school rush each morning, coffee with a friend, the stadium roaring, each deep breath. A boring Tuesday, life itself. When this ends, may we find that we have become more like the people we wanted to be. We were called to be. We hoped to be. And may we stay that way, better for each other, because of the worst. So thank you to Helen for sharing that, and just some really interesting reflections there. So have a good Tuesday. What will you choose to do today? Stay safe, stay well. See you tomorrow.